Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're playing Eldritch Horror. I like Eldritch Horror, and the hell with anybody who doesn't like it. So, I'm gonna have fun playing this. It was supposed to be a co-op, as you can see it says co-op playthrough with Pac-Man, but he is not here today, so it's just me, and I'm gonna be playing on Tabletop Simulator to play this out. Hey Kim, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, yeah. So we are going to dive into this. I'll be playing against Yig. I'll be playing 4 characters, and I'll be following a couple rule differences. Hey, C. Mitch, what's going on? Oh, hello. So we're going to be following a couple rule variants, my rule variants that I use to enhance the game. But that's how I find enjoyment in it. If you find it with just rules as written, with raw rules, and you enjoy it, I have no qualms on you on it, as long as enjoy your game and you have a good time. So before I begin, I want to say thank you to my patrons, YouTube subscribers, and if you're either just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Hey Brad, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. So we're gonna have a good time getting into some Eldritch Horror. So I was asked, hey Mel, what's going on? How's it going? Ooh, Canje rule special. Yep. It's not a lot of changes, but it is changes that revamp what I consider an antiquated dice system. But it doesn't take away from the tension of the game, and it still makes the game fun. So if you find that you want to use it in yours, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. Stick with the rules that are there and have a good time. I just want you to enjoy your game, right? This is a really good, fun, sandboxy game. It is dated. It's been around for a while. However, I find it. I was asked to do a top X, number list, ordering the games that I find enjoyable. This actually ranked really high for me. I didn't think, like after I put all the games and I sorted everything, what came out of my top, even my top 10 surprised me. So, but it was how I was feeling when I went through it. I think I'm going to keep up with that list and just kind of keep moving stuff up and down on that list as more and more games come out and I play. I haven't published that list yet because I want to do a write-up as to why for each game, that they do in the comment on BGG. And once I've commented everything and given my reasons why it is what it is, then I'll do a publish so you can all see it all. Or worst case scenario, at the end of the year, I'll just publish it, damn. So we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna play against Yig today. We're gonna have a good time. Let's get some information, then we'll get down to the digital table. This will be on Tabletop Simulator. I'm sorry for everybody who does not like it. It's easy to manage because I have another game set up on my table presently that I'm going to be playing this weekend. In terms of the whole month of horror type of deal. So I'm learning it right now so I can play it this weekend. So I decided to take this one to Table Plus with Pac-Man usually joining me, which he won't today. We'll be playing that through. Okay. Let's get some information, then let's get down to the table. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. So, Eldritch Horror. This came out a decade ago. That's right, a decade ago. I want you all to feel that. I want you to feel the old. As I say the word, this game came out a decade ago. 7.8 on Board Game Geek. It does not matter. It still's ranking pretty high overall and thematic. It ranked higher on my list. 1 to 8 players, best played 4, so we'll be playing with 4 investigators. 120 minutes to 240 minutes, but it might take a little bit longer. It's ancient. I know in the board game world, like a decade ago is ancient. So, community says 14 plus, which is the average stance for board games to avoid the rules. Old feel is when kids now tell you that you were born in the night. Oh. Kim, you just made me feel old. So, this is designed by Corey and Nikki, published by a great group of publishers. Great group of artists worked on this art, and you've seen this art translate to all the other Arkham-based games that Fantasy Flight Games publishes. Or Arkham Horror, 3rd edition, 2nd edition, 1st edition, LCG, Eldritch Sign, all this art translates to them, so they will live in infamy of their great work. So, published by Fantasy Flight Games, and weight is pretty. My 8-year-old told me I was an old timer. Oh, oh no. That hurt my soul. That hurt my soul. Like, I'd feel that deep. I feel that deep. All right, so let's get down to the digital table, talk about our investigators, and then we'll dive into this. And I'll also talk about the variant that I'll be playing with. And I don't know, I was born when Yig was nightclub, right? Right? And I will let y'all know that so if you had not watched me play Final Girl on Tuesday, you do not, or if you've never watched me roll dice before, you're in for a treat. But with that treat, I have brought with me, and I told my Patreons, I said, I am going to bring out Wayne June for my bad dice rolls. And I have Wayne. I have Wayne for y'all. So this is a good treat. I'm gonna give you just a sense of how we're gonna, whenever I roll poorly, I will play a Wayne June quote. And it'll be apt. It'll be apt. It'll be great. It'll be great. So we'll see how it goes, and it's gonna be a good time. All right, let's get down to the table. There we go. All right. So we got a setup here. I've already done the pre-setup for Yig. We'll be playing against but let's talk about our investigators. We've got Jenny Bonds, the dilettante. So you are another investigator in a city space, may perform an acquire assets action and gain +2 influence during that turn. So that's one of my actions causes that to come up. Once per round, when you or another investigator gains a debt condition, that investigator may discard that condition. That's right, I don't want it. So we'll be acquiring a lot of assets. Hey Elaine, what's going on? Hey Brian, what's going on? So Tommy Muldoon, the rookie cop. Action: move one monster of your choice with toughness 3 or less from an adjacent space to your space, and during the encounter phase, other investigators on your space may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on their space. So he's kind of taking them on himself with, you know, his carbine rifle, right? He'll shoot his eye out, I swear. We've got Rita Young. Rita is one of my favorite characters from this game. I can't tell you why. She just says, if there's an Arkham Horror game, I'll want to use her at some point. So, action: you may spend 1 health or 1 sanity to gain 1 talent condition. Add 1 to the result of each die rolled as part of an illness, injury, or madness condition effect. So if I need to clear up any of those, I get to add 1 to them innately, which is kind of fun. And we've got Bob Jenkins. That's right, I said it that way, Jenkins. You can't say Jenkins. It doesn't sound right, right? After Leroy, you gotta say Bob Jenkins, the salesman. Action: you may trade any number of items or trinket possessions with another investigator on any space. So he's giving stuff away for free. So you see, he helps him buy, he throws it over to other people. Great times. When you perform an acquire asset action, reduce the value of each card in the reserve by 1 to a minimum of 1, which is fantastic. Now, we have our, I was thinking of doing this, so I just have these up here just in case I feel like it, and it's feeling good to me, but I think I'm going to do tonight without those, especially since I'm managing 4 characters. So we'll just stick with, we won't do the backstories. We'll just see how it goes. So Jenny has her 25 automatic. Roll 1 additional die when resolving a fight test during a combat encounter. And she's got fine jury. Right, I said it that way. You may add 1 to the result of 1 die when performing an influence test during an acquire assets action. Of course, you know, Tommy's got the carbine, which gives him +5 during combat fighting, so he's our fighter. We've got Rita, who has a rugged condition. So it says you may reroll 1 die when resolving a fight test. Once per round, if you would lose 2 or more health, prevent 1 of that loss, then flip this card. And then we've got Bob Jenkins with the Winchester rifle. Once per round, you may gain +4 strength during a combat encounter. So that will be fantastic. He starts with a clue. She starts with a clue. You start with an improvement token, which makes me happy. And, oh my God. I might need to turn that down. See, Mitch, thank you so much for the super chat to help appease the dice gods. Thank you. They need appeasing. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, so everybody's pretty even keel with 7 health and 5 sanity. How'd that work out? All right, anyway, let's talk about Yig. So Yig starts with the Doom track on 10. Yig has cultists for some strange, there's cultists of Yig who has 1 sanity damage to test against that and strength -1 with 2 health, but they have one. Well, I just gotta hit them once to kill them. If you lose health from the strength test, you've been bitten by the snake-like creature, gain a poison condition. We set the 6 cultist monsters, 1 serpent monster, and all Yig special encounter cards to the side, which is all that fun stuff over here. All right. So at the Reckoning, spend 1 cultist monster, spend and spawn 1 cultist monster on the active expedition space. Then if there are 2 or more monsters on that space, advance Doom by 1. When 3 mysteries have been solved, we win the game. It's just that simple, everybody. Just that simple. 3 mysteries and we win. When Yig awakens, flip this card over and resolve the Yig awakens effect on the back. Many know that Yig's punishment for those who harm his progeny is a terrible curse. But few know that long ago the serpent people betrayed Yig and suffered his wrath. Now the survivors return eager to conquer for their true master. Hey Greg, what's going on? Alright. So we've had this deck set up of the Mythos deck, where stage 1 consists of 4 cards, as you can see, 1 green, 2 yellow, 1 blue. Stage 2 consists of 6 cards, and stage 3 of 6 cards. And once those are over, yeah, bad times. All right, here's the mystery. So let's get our first mystery going. We're gonna shuffle this up and flip. Descendants of Yig. Should any human ever incur the wrath of Yig? Now this just has to be a thing. The father of serpents will claim that person's child and transform the infant into a terrible snake. Good lord. It's a terrible snake-like creature. Horrible to look upon and seemingly immortal. So, Yuntai, got it. Yeah, this game is a piece of cake. I got this. Don't y'all sit back, enjoy, watch me rip this game a new one. When this card enters play, spawn the Children of Yig epic monster on a random space. At the end of the Mythos phase, if the Children of Yig epic monster has been defeated, solve this mystery. Alright, so the Children of Yig, that's the serpent people. Did you know? Awful. Unless it already spawned. Alright, search. Children. Huh. I guess they've scared and ran off from me. That's right. They better run. He is part of core game, I believe. This is the fun part of the game. Looking for. Oh my god, Derek. D&D foes these Yigs. No, they are not. Close though. Close. Very close. Alright, we're just gonna grab another one. I don't have the energy to look for this on this table, because they should have spawned right here with him, unless nope, they're not there. Not there. Alright, so we're just gonna throw that one away and grab it. Let's do it. Winged Serpent Epic Monster on Tokyo. Okay, so search for things. Nope. Oh, here they are. I'm an idiot. Children of. There they are. Got them. Alright, so we don't have to throw that away, and we'll show. Alright, so we got Children of Yig Where are you spawning? On a random space. All right, let's pull the clue. Where is it going? On space number 2. I didn't shuffle that. On space number Shanghai. Space number Shanghai. So Children of the Yig are going with you, Rita. All right, so this is the Children of the Yig set. So observation -1 with no sanity damage, strength -2 dice, 2 damage. If you fail the observation test, move this epic monster to a random space without resolving the fight test. Toughness is equal to 6. So 6 damage will kill them. Well, Tommy Muldoon's there to do the work, so we'll see how this goes. All right, our lead investigator is going to start off at Jenny. So Jenny's going to be our starting lead investigator, and we are ready to go. Okay. So Jenny starts off right here. Here at this location at C. We want her to buy stuff. So her first action, and if we remember clearly, everyone gets 2 actions. So she could spend that ship ticket to move for free, but her first action is you are another investigator on a city space. You sure are. So may perform an acquire assets action. All right, what we got over here? You may gain this card immediately. Choose a monster on any space. That the chosen monster loses 2 health. Oh yeah. So you are going to use your first action. You are another investigator on a city space. May perform an acquire assets action and gain +2. Well, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy looks fun. So Tommy's going to roll 5 dice. We'll grab this. 5 dice. Let's do it. 1 success. Yay. We want to be able to buy that, so we are going to gain a debt condition so that we can, because it says here, when performing acquire assets action, you may gain a debt condition to immediately add 2 successes to your test result. Oh look, once per round, when you or another investigator gains a debt condition, that investigator may discard that condition. So I don't want it, so I don't take it. And I will have 3, so I will acquire assassination. When you gain this card, immediately choose a monster on any space. That monster loses 2 health. Yay! So you will take 2 damage. That's right, we're knocking stuff down. We're knocking it down. Stand up, Rita. Embarrassing. Alright. So that is this one. And then discard this card. Card discarded. I have 1 more point to buy. I'm going to grab the pocket watch. So it says, you cannot become delayed unless you choose to. Appreciate it. That's my 3. I'm done. So that is 1 action. Next action, she is going to move to Arkham. And that is going to end her turn. All right, Mr. Muldoon. We need to get you to... I'm going to buy a ship ticket. Yeah, I'm going to buy a ship ticket in the city, and then I'm going to use it to move here and then move to Tokyo. And that will end my turn. Next up is Rita. May spend 1 health or 1 sanity to gain a talent condition. Her observation is 2. What do I have to do to her? So I'll be rolling 1 die. I have to get a success on 1 die. Yeah, that's not worth that. But the fight might be fun. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... I can't fight it yet, but I can prep for it. I'm going to gain a focus. And I will take a sanity damage to gain a talent condition. Not a sanity, a health slap. To gain a what? A talent condition. Deal Bane talent. Here we go. Boom. What do we got? Skullduggery. Test observation +2. If you pass, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with value equal to less of your result of the card. God bless. Almost. Alright. That is her turn. She's done. And we've got Bob. Bob, good luck with the stream. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, thank you. Bob Jenkins. Bob is going to... Where is the thing? Where's the thing? Oh, it's down in Antarctica. Bob, what do you gain here? Clues. Improve willpower there. Or is it hot garbage? Yes, it is. So, Bob, we are going to gain a focus token. And we are going to move you to Roma. And that is going to end our 4 investigators' turns. Okay, what happens after that? Then we will do the encounter phase. So going from lead investigator on, she is in Arkham. So we will draw the America card. Shuffle this. See what she's doing. Flip, flip. Arkham. Some rituals have been performed in the Black Cave, but the cultists are long gone. You look around for anything that may have been left behind. If you pass, okay, if I pass, you find a scrap of parchment and gain 1 incantation spell. If you fail, lose 1 health. All right, so observation is 2, so we're rolling 2 dice. I'm gonna do the 2 blanks. That's the way to do it. Ooh. Where's my sound? Where is it? Ready for the sound? Here we go.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
That was a little loud. I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down. I told you, I got him ready. All right, so can I? Oh, and I used the ship. Nothing about that. Nope. All right, so if you fail, lose 1 health as you stumble around in the dark. See that? Okay, next up is Tommy. Tommy's in Tokyo. Doing Tommy? Yoshiko Kawashima offers you her help. Gain 1 random service asset from the deck. In return, you may tell her your story, influence -1. If you pass, she fights for you. 1 monster of your choice loses 3 health. Ooh. So I'm going to gain 1 random service asset from the deck. Okay. I don't know how to use this, so I'm going to flip and pull until I find service. Ready? Ah, there it is. All right. Flip. Silver Twilight Ritual. When you gain this card, immediately retreat Doom by 1, then discard. That. Alright, influence. I roll 3 dice. Oh, this could be good. Here we go. Come on. You piece of crap. Ow.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Yes, Brian, it was. So that failed. If you fail, she alerts the police, gain 1 pursuit condition. Cool. 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 Gain a pursuit condition. You cannot perform acquire actions. When you perform a travel action, you may roll 1 die. On a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. That would have been really good towards what we're trying to win. But that happened. But Rita's here, and Rita gets the test observation with 1 die. Because that's what she does. But she's got focus, she's got clues. We can make it work. Come on, Rita. Make it work. There we go. That's a success. Aha! All right, so we didn't fail that. We got it. And now we get to punch at you. So Rita is going to, let's see, I may reroll 1 die when resolving a fight test. Once per round, if you would lose 2 or more health, prevent. So I'm rolling 4 dice against this jerk. Oh, and when I do well,
Impressive.
So 4. Here we go. Oh, come on, game. No. Now we get to reroll 1. Oh wait, I'm using my rules of partial successes, so that is 1 success. But I want to do more than that, so I'm going to reroll with the focus. That's 2. 2 successes. So I block. Oh, and it's -2. It's supposed to be -2. Sorry, let me reroll. And I didn't tell y'all about my rule. So my rule is, because this die has 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of crap and a 33% chance of passing, what I do is 4s are partial successes, so 2 4s would make 1 success. If I'm cursed, then 5s are partial successes. If I'm blessed, 4s are full success. All right, so this was supposed to be -2. Here we go. Hey, look at that. I'll take that any day, and I didn't have to use focus. That's a screwed up. So that's 2 successes. I block the 2, and I do 2 more damage to you. You're at 4 of 6. Cool. Tommy, you got to go in there and finish that off. So that is Rita finishing off. And then finally, we've got Mr. Jenkins, who is in dual roll. Oh, and that's worth a good crit.
A singular strike.
Take that. All right, we're in Rome, correct? Yep, we're in Rome. All right, you attend a lecture by a physics professor named Enrico Fermi about the incredible power contained in atoms. You do your best to follow his theories. Tests lore -1. Lore is 2, so 1 die. Here we go. Ooh, that's a 1. Crit fail. If you fail, you grow even more disheartened. Lose 2 sanity. That is awful. Right. So that is all 4 of them doing their stuff. And that was a horrible crit fail. That was a bad crit. Bad crit.
Exposed to a killing blow.
All right, so let us go to, after we finish the encounter phase, we go to the mythos phase. So resolve 1 mythos card and see what happens. So here we go. I believe these shuffled. Let's shuffle them less. Here's our first one. We are going to advance. Blue. Is there a blue gate? Nope, there's only a green gate. Then we do a gate surge. So gate surge, or a monster surge. Resolve a monster surge on each space containing a gate that corresponds to the current omen, or spawn 1 gate if none are on the board. So we're going to spawn a gate. Oh my god. That's what happens with gates. You would spawn here, you stupid thing. Alright, so. What spawns with you? A wraith. When this monster spawn, the lead investigator gains a curse condition. Come the heck on. Sure. I'll take a curse condition. Sure. So with curses, 5s are partial successes and 6 are successes. Instead of it being just a 1 in 6. 1 in a 1.5 in a 6. And then we're gonna spawn clues. So spawning clues is 2 clues per. There's a clue. Okay. The other clue pops over. All right. So then we do, when you get there, stop at this address. The nervous little man hands you a business card for a restaurant. Ask for the catch of the day and then tuck a sawbuck into your napkin. These guys can get you the answers you need. When you get the bill for your meal, it includes directions to a payphone. It's already ringing by the time you find it. You answer and explain your situation to the gruff voice on the other end of the line. Buying information. Event. The lead investigator, who's now cursed, tests influence and gains a number of clues equal to their test results. Sweet, I'm cursed, and I'm rolling 4 dice, and 5s are partials, 6s. I got 1 success, so I gain 1 clue. Just grab a clue out the bag. Thank you, you horrible game. All right, so we'll throw that up. After we finish that, we then go back to the action phase for the investigators. We're going to pass the lead investigator token to Tommy. Tommy's going to go first. Tommy's going to gain a focus token. And Tommy is going to move on Shanghai. That is going to... Oh, wait. No, Tommy doesn't have... Tommy can move 1 monster if I chose... Oh, with toughness 3 or less. That would be you. Your toughness... Well, no, your toughness is higher. So Tommy... Yeah, Tommy will just that. He'll focus and then... And when he moves, when you perform a travel action, you may roll 1 die on a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. That is a 4. Heck yeah. Get rid of that wanted card. Not nonsense. Let's put it off to the side just in case. Alright. Rita. Rita can only have 2 focus tokens, right? Rita's gonna focus. Second on focus token. Can't rest with an enemy there. She's gonna do this action to test +2 to observation, so she's gonna be rolling 4 dice. 1 success. So if you pass, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve with value equal to or less than your test results. So 1. Sweet. Item asset, right? Oh, what that said, an item asset? Item or trinket. Yep. So we've got fresh fruit that I can get. When you perform a rest action, you may discard this card to recover 1 additional health and 1. Take that. Get to me. Mr. Jenkins. Mr. Jenkins told me that I'm going to purchase a ship ticket and use it to move down here. And then your turn, and then finally Jenny. Jenny. That's only on the reckoning I could get rid of that. Top. See what we could do to get rid of this curse condition. So Jenny's going to, she is going to, get her in a space. She's going to use her first action to let Tommy do another set of shopping. And it's +2, so he's rolling 5. 2 successes. He'll buy the private investigator. Pass that test when he fights. So gain +1 observation. So my observation's now 4. You may re-roll 1 die when resolving an observation test. That's her first action. Her second action, she's going to gain. That's going to end her turn. All right, lead investigator, Tommy. Tommy's going to fight this guy. So Tommy's got to test observation -1. So it's just a straight 3 roll because he has the +1 and he will be able to re-roll. Oh, that's beautiful. That is a pass. So now Tommy's going to fight. And Tommy's going to fight using the carbine rifle to gain a +5 to his strength. So he's rolling 8 dice. So 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8 dice against this lovely creature. And do I get the... It's 2. So it is 2. I got 2 successes. Probably more. And a partial. So I got 3 successes. So 2 4s and 2 6 and a 5. So I got 3 successes. Oh, it's supposed to be... God dang it. It's supposed to be -2. Forgetting. Oh, let's re-roll. Yeah, even better. So 3 successes and a partial. So I block the 2 and I do 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, which kills this creature. You dead. So that creature is dead. Then, if I remember correctly, when you're fighting monsters, I get to choose what I'm doing, right? When I'm facing off against monsters in the mythos. For people who played this game 10 billion times, you can also tell me. If an investigator is on a space containing 1 or more monsters, they must resolve a single combat encounter against each monster on that space, 1 at a time. So, yep. We're going to fight this person here. So we're so it's willpower -1. Your willpower is 3, so -1 is 2. Ooh, that's a hard fail. So I'm gonna take sanity. And then we get to do the fight test, which is strength -1. So I think that's just 2 again. Come on, 1. Okay. So I take 1, and he takes 1. Is 2. Yeah.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Pretty much, Wayne. Pretty much. Got damage on. All right, that ends Tommy. Tommy took a nasty hit. It's gonna be Rita. Rita's here with. I can try to close this gate because during the encounter phase, other investigators on your space may choose an encounter as if there are no monsters on the space. So Rita's actually gonna try to close the gate. So we're gonna try to close that. The Migo refuse to go near the city of Green Pyramids. You summon your courage and explore this abandoned area. Test willpower. That's a success right there if I ever saw one. Alright, so you find lost treasure. Gain 1 artifact. Okay, so let's gain our artifact. Wait, what do we get? What did we find? What did we find? Kopesh of the Abyss. Gain +5 to fight during combat encounters once per round. When you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, you may move to the nearest space containing a monster. Ooh. Okay. You hear sounds coming from within the pyramids and look for a place to hide. Observation -1. My observation is 2, so only roll die. And that's a hard fail. If you fail, you wake up uncertain of what's happened again. Gain an amnesia condition. I've got amnesia. Let's see. Gain an amnesia condition. I think that's it. There it is. So Rita's got an amnesia condition. Sweet. When you perform a rest, you may roll and see what happens. Okay. That is her turn. Mr. Jenkins, who was on a city space. A group of intimidating syndicate members demand you pay them for protection. You offer the well-dressed man what you can afford. Test influence. Rolling 4 dice. Hey, success. Okay, so they don't break my legs. That's good. That's pretty decent. All right, that will be his. Then it is Jenny's turn. Where are you, Jenny? You are on Arkham. Struggling. Inside Ye Old Magic Shop, Miriam Beecher talks to you about the finer points of the occult. Test 4. Only rolling 1 die. So I need a 6. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's a 5. It's a fail. if I change the state, ew, that's not. That's the one I'm looking for. There it is. That's nothing. So not a success. because I am cursed. If you fail, you lose track of time and can't seem to remember when you departed. Gain another amnesia condition. Hey, piece of cake game, right? Piece of cake. Yep. Easy as pie. Easy as pie. Okay. That is all of that. Let's resolve the next card. Okay, so we do this. Yep, there's one there, so Doom advances. Then we do the Reckoning. All right, the Reckoning happens as follows. Monsters on the board first. What do we got? We got this guy. He does nothing. And, oh, we got this guy. Yeah, I do. Move this monster to the nearest space containing an investigator. Then an investigator in that space immediately encounters it. Yay! So Jenny's going to encounter it with a willpower test while cursed. Cool! Cool! Cool. Let's just do what we do. Oh yeah. That's not. Take the will. Sure. And we're doing the strength. So roll one additional die when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter. So it's strength -1. Strength is 3, I get +1, but it's -1, so it's still 3. And I got 1 success. Hit me for 2. I hit. Gotta etch it through 1. There you go. All right, big fun. Big fun. So that's monsters on the board for the Reckoning. Then after monsters on the board, we do Ancient One sheet. Spawn one cultist monster on the active expedition space. Then if there are 2 or more, advance the do. Cultist monster on the expedition space. So cultist. Cool. Then after that, it is Mythos cards in play. There's no Mythos cards in play for that. Then possessions. Well, lead investigator, do you got anything? No. Frida, do you? Yes, you do. When you perform test willpower, if you fail, flip this card. So 3 dice. Piece of cake game, right? Piece of cake. Woo, 2 successes. Whew. All right, and now for the pain. So first this, roll a die, roll 1 die on a 4, 5, or 6, discard this card. That's a 4. Sweet, I'm no longer. Awful. Then amnesia, test willpower, which is I'm rolling 3 dice. I'm gonna spend that focus. No, thank you. Reroll. Oh, come on, game.
Exposed to a killing blow.
So what happens? Flip this. You don't want to believe it's true, but the evidence is irrefutable. At some point that you no longer recall, you went on a crime spree. Now you must accompany the police. Gain a detained condition, then discard this card. Cool. Appreciate it. I love being detained. I love it. I love it so much. As the bane. Restriction. Cool, so I can't do anything except for what's on this card. Awesome. Love it. Great time. Great time. Great time. All right. Anything else after that? Nope. So then we go to the next part of this card, which is a gate spawn. Where it drops a Byaku, Ooh, if you defeat this monster during an encounter, you may lose one sanity in space instead of resolving it. Cool. Solid. Solid. Okay. That ends. Oh, no, it doesn't. Sweating exhausted, you stop to rest in what little shade you can find. You've already heard stories of this heat wave claiming the lives of sick or elderly individuals. COVID. You fear that if you keep going at this pace, you might fall victim to it as well. Each investigator loses 3 health unless they become delayed. Got nothing else to do. Delayed. Can't not have a turn of something. 1, 3. 3. Delayed. Then we look at the end of the mythos. If the children of Yigap must have been defeated, solve the mystery. 1 mystery solved. Okay.
This expedition at least promises success.
So then we will go to the next one. Crown of the Serpent. The Serpent people use this ancient treasure to dominate the will of those that oppose them. When an investigator would gain an artifact, they may gain the Serpent Crown artifact instead. At the end of the Mythos phase, an investigator that has the Serpent Crown artifact may attempt to break the crown's hold on the minds of those it has dominated. Willpower -1. If they pass, they may spend clues equal to the investigators and discard 2 ally assets to solve this mystery. Good lord. Okay, so that's a lot. Let's see. So we are going to this over to Rita. You are not detained, but you're an area that I don't want to be. So you're going to move to Tokyo. And then you're going to rest. So we're going to use the fresh fruit. When you perform a rest action, you may discard this card to recover 1 additional health and sanity. So 2 up that. Oh, it doesn't says discard, it's just an item. And when you rest, perform a rest action, roll 1 die on a 5 or 6. That away. That's a 2. So that doesn't happen. That's my 2. Mr. Jenkins is going to space. You are in a space. You're gonna buy a ship ticket. Think. Jenny is detained. She can do nothing but pick her nose. And Mr. Muldoon is detained, so he's gonna. All right, that is that. Let's go to solving stuff for Rita. She is in Tokyo. Azuma Namio and her soldiers strike. Discard 1 monster on any space with toughness 2 or less. If you prove to be worthy. Okay, so first 2 or less. Yaki. Or the cultist. Ditch the cultist. Yeah, let's ditch. We will discard the cultist. If you prove to be worthy, Namio shares Lion's Island secret. Strength -1. Or some roll 3 dice. Success. Oh, buddy.
Well struck.
So if you pass, gain 1 boon condition. Yeah. Boon. Here's the boon. Ooh, it could be anything. It could be a blast. It's a blast. David. All right. Cool. So that's her. Then we've got Bob Jenkins. Where are you, Bob? You are on Sydney. Late at night, dark young wander into the city from the surrounding wilderness. You struggle to escape from the creatures. This could be bad for you, Bob. This could be really bad. So you're rolling 3 dice. Oh, there's that success I'm looking for. That's it. I don't die in pain. All right, next up is Jenny. She is no longer cursed, and she's got to deal with this monster. Uh-oh, Jenny could die. So Jenny is going to test a straight willpower of 3. And then she's going to test strength -3. Well, roll 1 additional die with strength. So just rolling her regular 3. Oh, come on. I'm going to spend this blue. Oh. Come on. All right, so okay. So she's going to take 3 damage. Big fun. Big fun. All right, that's going to be Jenny's turn. Then it's going to be Tommy. Tommy's going to test willpower -1. So roll dice. Observation. One success. So I take 1 sanity. Then we go big. We go big for the kill. -1 die. I'm rolling 5, 8. So I'm going to roll 7 dice. Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Impressive.
4. Block 2, but that's still not enough. You are dead, my good sir. Back into the bag. We're out of here. All right, then we're going to try to shut the gate. You find a room filled with strange metal cylinders. Inside of each cylinder is a living brain that can communicate through a speaker box. You ask them for help. Why not? Willpower, influence 3. And that is 2 partial successes, so that's 2 4s. So that makes 1 success. Reason why we do these things. They describe how to operate the Migos machinery to travel between worlds. Based on what they say, you try to operate the alien device. Test lore 2. That's a success right there. If you pass, you return home. Close this gate. All right. That was fun. All right. Those. Pick to blue. Any blues on the board? We got, yes, we do. We have 1 blue. 1. Then we do another reckoning. The monsters on the board. So Jenny's dead. 22 willpower against it's -1, right? Willpower no, it's just straight willpower. So I need perfection. That was not perfection. That was 1. You'll take 1 sanity damage. And then here we go. If this is not perfection, she is dead. So it's 3 -1. Oh, she's dead anyway. I can't save her. I got 2. I got 2 successes. Oh, I got 2 successes on the 3. I kill this thing, but it kills me as well. So she is out. Woo!
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
So she goes down. Alright. When she goes down, we reduce this counter. 1 down, more to go. Reduce this down because we don't re-up. You know I never do. So this is our new one with 3. Oh my god. Okay, well, she's dead. That's this color. Lovely that. Dead. He's dead. Been defeated by physical means. Jenny's a hero. That's the edition. This stuff is there. She. Okay. She was defeated by physical means, and I'll leave her here for that he comes. Okay. Then is that the only monster on the board with a thing? We killed the other 2 things. Yes, it is. Okay. Then this will spawn one on the expedition space. Here we'd advance Doom, but there isn't. Then we go to the boards. Jenny's dead, but Rita's got stuff. So first, let's do this. We're going to test willpower with our blessed condition. Power's 3. Blessed dice. I passed, so nothing bad there. And then roll 1 die. And I rolled a 3. This says on a 1 or 2, I would discard it, so I stay blessed. And highly. And nothing going on there. Nothing going on there. So we're good. For the Reckoning, then we spawn another gate. With a riot mob. Before resolving a fight test, you may attempt to disperse the mob with influence. If you pass, defeat the monster. You know what would have been great for that? The dead lady. Alright, so where are we going to next after that? You drop a penny into the peculiar mechanical device. The automaton waves its hand and turns over a card bearing the word "Good luck is with you." The lead investigator may move the omen track to a space of their choice on the omen track without advancing Doom. The lead investigator may move the omen to a space of their choice on the omen track. These are the omen track here. What would be next? Cause it to advance. Red's gonna cause it to I'm not even anywhere close to any of those spaces. No matter what we do, it's gonna advance. No matter what we do, it's gonna advance. I'm not gonna. No matter what we do, badly. Because it would be blue, advance. Green, advance. Blue, advance. Red, advance. It doesn't matter. That would have been cool later on, but that's where we are. The investigator is moving over to Bob. All right, Bob. Bob is going to... What do you have to test against it? Willpower. Bob is going to gain a focus. Bob's going to move. Antarctic. Unland Bob. Then Tommy. You could buy a ship or a train ticket. I think you're going to buy a train ticket. You, milady, going to... I'm gonna rest. That up to fresh fruit. Test. Roll 1 die. Nope, that's not. Yeah, that one needs conditions. Right. Okay, so that was amnesia condition, and you'll spend 1 health to gain a talent condition. You already got that. Headstrong. Headstrong talent. Once per round, when you would lose sanity, you may test willpower. If you pass, prevent the loss of up to 2 sanity, and flip this card. Okay. You. That's all 3. We're moving quick. We're moving quick. Okay, so the investigator's you. So where are you? You are here. You are going to fight this thing. You testing willpower. Rolling 2 dice. That's 1 success. You just needed to pass 1. If you lose health from the test, you've bitten and become poisoned. Okay. You're using the Winchester to do a +4, so you're rolling 7 minus 1, 6 dice. What do we got here? Got 2 and a 1 partial success. So 2, we block both and we kill you. Get the heck out of here. Then we're going to try for this. Here we go. Expedition space. You find what you believe to be star-shaped burial mounds in the snow. It is physically exhausting, but you try to dig the bodies out of the ice and snow. That's 2 successes. That makes me happy. An odd relic lies next to the creature's corpse. Gain 1 artifact. This thing says at the when an investigator would gain an artifact, they may gain the Serpent Crown artifact instead, which I will. Oh my god, why did I do that? I did spread instead of search. This is the stuff that makes you say, hey, I'm stupid. I don't know if you've ever played a tabletop simulator game. I do this all the time. All the time. Back over here. Now we're going to search for the Serpent Crown. And flip this back over. All right, so you will gain the Serpent Crown artifact, which says Serpent Crown as an action. Test willpower -1. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 1 random ally asset from the deck. Okay. So that's what we got to do, because on this, it says that we need to discard 2 ally assets and 4 clues. All right, so we need to that investigator may. So you've got to get all the clues and an ally asset. Okay, so then you examine the body. Tests observation -1, so I'm only rolling 1 die. That is nothing. So do a focus to do it again. There we go. That's a success right there. Cool. Yep, I don't want to lose anything. We're good. So that and all right, so we're almost through for that. So that was just what you had to deal with. Tommy is in Istanbul. You search crates for antique books until you're exhausted. Test willpower. None of them are 4 and a 2. Test that. Yeah, that's about right. That is about right.
Exposed to a killing blow.
So if you fail, you lose something of yours in one of the crates. Discard one item or trinket possession. So I can become delayed now. Hey. Then Bull. No, that song's stuck in my head. All right, then Rita's turn. She is in Tokyo. Tokyo, a strange man dressed in the charred robes of a monk offers you help in exchange for knowledge. You may spend one clue to convince the black monk to assist you and discard one monster of your choice from any space. Ooh. Yeah, we can discard the mob. We're gonna do that. Discard the mob. Cool. Okay. Somebody who can get clues. So that was that. Then we do final. Here we go. We're going to spawn clues on this. Is going to be 2 clues. Part of Africa and Tunguska. Then there's something happening on space 10. Go on. And it says a Labos sorcerer in Dakar confirms your suspicions. These Rab, they are very bad. They come from the sea and the air. Drawn to our world, ongoing rumor. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 10 may attempt to keep himself hidden from the monstrous forces invading this area. Observation -1. If they pass, they may spend clues equal to half investigators to solve this rumor. If they fail, they resolve a monster surge on their space. Each investigator on a space containing a gate resolves a monster surge on their space. Each investigator on a space containing a gate. Go. Here's. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Let's do it. All right. So move one monster of a choice. I'm gonna see. But I need to get clues, right? We can exchange, correct? Trade possessions with another investigator. I think we can trade clues. The investigator moves. That's travel. The investigator may trade possessions, assets, artifacts, and clues and spells. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm actually gonna take a rest. Oh, boop, boop, and then I'm gonna move this clue. You're supposed to, that'll be my turn. Rita is going to move here. He is going to I'm gonna test skullduggery. Test observation +2. If you pass, you may gain 1 item or trinket asset from reserve with value equal to or less than your test result. So my observation is 2 + 2 is 4. Oh. Am I back? It just said that it crashed and now it's back. So that happened. Hopefully y'all saw and heard that horrible fail. So that is her turn. She's done. Then it is your turn. Get you back to Sydney. Closest one. You buy a ship ticket here. Hey Maurice, what's going on? Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's a rough go. I can get you up to actually Tokyo, which then I could get you to close the gate. So yeah, we could do it. So I'm gonna move there for an action. Then my next action is I'm gonna test observation -1. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity. Wait, you may trade any number of item or trinket possessions with another investigator in any space. I'm actually gonna give this test observation or willpower. I'm actually gonna give this to Rita. My action. How's my move? Action. That should do. Rita can hopefully make it work. Okay. Yeah, because then she will roll 2 blessed dice instead of that. All right, so that's going to end all of them. Let's put this up. You are going for a clue. And you are on a city space. The power to your room is cut and snakes slither in every corner. You try to reach an exit in the dark. Observation -1. Yeah, that's a success right there. If you pass, you find out who tampered with your wiring. Gain this clue. If you fail, a snake bites you. I didn't fail. Give me the clue. Base. All right, so we need, how much more? We need, oh wait, it says you may trade any number of items or trinket possessions. And that's an item. Okay, I need you to get to Rita. All of us need to converge on Rita. If she gets this clue, then we can try to solve this. Okay. Okay, so it'll have to be next round. All right. Next up is Rita going for the clue. And she is on a city space. A man has been bitten by so many snakes in a short amount of time that the venom causes him to burst open after he dies. Ugh. The sight is horrifying. Test willpower. So I'm rolling. Once per round, when you would lose sanity, you may test willpower. Okay. Don't know what that is. That looks like a. That is that a 4? I don't know. Reroll this die. There we go. If you pass, you capture the snakes for study. Gain the clue. If you fail, you become sanity, paranoia, pain, death, awful things. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. All right, so that. Then pass investigator after this one's over. Okay. Then you are on Sydney. A young Aboriginal football player named Douglas offers to teach you how to play. You may become delayed to train with him if you become delayed to improve strength. Nope. No, thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. There is a green gate, so that's going to be 1. Then the Reckoning. Monsters on the board. Nope. You're the only monster on the board. And you will spawn cultist here. Then nothing to test. One thing to test. Nope, plenty to test here. So first, Serpent Crown to discard an ally or not. We're going to roll. We're going to test. Discard 1 ally asset. Don't have any kick rocks. But this is the scary one. 3 on a 1 or 2, I would have discarded that. Good. And you're okay. All right, we're good with that. What's next? Oh, Reckoning over here. Each investigator in a space containing a gate resolves a monster surge in that space. No gates where we are fine. All right, then a gate spawn. with a deep one hybrid. When you defeat this monster during a combat encounter, lose 1 sanity and gain 1 random item asset back. You know that you are not alone in your fight. Countless generations of brave men and women have used their ancient wisdom and skills to craft tools to help you in your struggle. They have built palaces and temples to teach you and to provide shelter. The lead investigator gains 1 relic unique asset and may shuffle the expedition deck and or a mystic runes deck. 1 relic. Shuffle this. Flip. Relic item. Ah, Key to Carcosa. Who doesn't want that? Item. I think all of them are. Yeah, all of them are. So we get to flip. What are we getting? Flip. There it is. Elixir. The lead investigator, which is you, gains an elixir. Test willpower. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to recover all health and discard all illness, injury, and madness. Okay. Alright. I am going to pass lead investigator back to Bob Jenkins. Alright, so Bob is going to purchase a ship ticket, get the Shanghai. That's going to be his action. Tommy, 1 monster. Tommy is going to move. He's going to buy a train ticket and move here. Rita is going to trade and gain that clue for 1. And Rita is going to then move Tommy's spot for 2. Okay, that is going to end her turn. And Tommy's done too. Did what he. Okay. That ends. So you were first up, Bob. You are in Shanghai. Steve Ostigan starts a fight at the 3 Dragon Saloon. Strength -1. Play 2 4s. Nope, it's 2. Focus, shall we? That's why it's there. Yeah, that's a success. Alright, if you pass, he admits defeat and offers you a book he has found. Gain 1 tome artifact and improve law. Or gain 1 artifact. Weapon. Magical tome. Let's see what it says. What you got? What you got? Pass lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 2 spells. Spell dealer. Okay. Then it would be Tommy's turn. City space. A shop in the old part of town is reputed to have an amazing collection of rare books, but the shop cannot always be found. You research the legend and do your best to find it. That is lore -2, so we're just rolling 1 die. Fail. If you fail, the frustrating search leaves you unsettled. Lose 2. Fire. Okay. Then it is just turn face. A rich heir wants someone to fulfill his father's dying wish. He will not trust anyone who does not come highly recommended. Test influence. Influence is 1. Are you kidding me? Sure. I'll roll 1 die. Hey, I passed. Look at that, a 6. Okay.
Precision and power.
All right. So if you pass, gain 1 task unique asset. Okay, task asset. What? Oh, there's a unique add. Flip. In one task, you. There it is. That one. When you perform an acquire action, assets action, you may spend successes greater than the number of Eldritch tokens on this card. To place one Eldritch token on this card, then you may flip this. That thing. Yeah, cool. Okay, do it. Blue, which will this by 2. Then another reckoning. Reckoning here. On occultist here. If there are 2 or more, advance doom by 1. Oh boy. Then you need to test guard an ally asset. I don't have any. So oh, that's a 1. No, I'm gonna spend a focus. No, 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 no. There we go. Woo! Why the focuses are there. That would have been bad. Right, and you don't have anything. Alright, so that's the reckoning. Then we spawn another gate. Kill Goth on it. Monster recovers all health on the reckoning. And finally, the lead investigator may advance doom by 2 to gain a promise of power condition. No thank you. So nope. Sorry, don't need it. Alright, so we're gonna pass lead investigator to you, Rita. First action is trade. Second action, we're going to test. Nobody has allies, huh? Oh, you do. And trade, so I'll grab your ally. And then my second action is going to be to test willpower -1. So it's dice. That's a success. If you pass, you may spend 1 standing to gain 1 random ally asset from the deck. Yes. Ally. Come on. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Alright, we got everything we need. We just have to survive the mythos. Because it says at the end of the mythos phase we can do it. But we gotta survive it. We gotta see what happens. Okay, that's gonna end your turn. It is Bob's turn. Bob is going to. Oh, Bob's gonna try to influence and buy stuff into it. Bob's got 2 successes. Yeah, Bob's gonna buy. Get tear gas for 1. Derringer. Yeah, there. Derringer says you may add 1 to the results of 1 die roll and resolve in combat. Just in case something wants to hop up and say hello. So that was Bob's first. Bob's second. Let's see. Tommy. Stick around, Tommy. If something pops on the space, probably could help. Tommy's gonna rest. That's what Tommy's gonna do. Tommy is going to rest. Then Tommy's gonna gain a focus. Tommy's done. All right, here we go. Drifters have chosen you to be their next mark. You plan on turning the tables with a few tricks of your own. Observation -1. Die. That's a 1. What happens if I fail? One item, one item or one item. Trinkets, but I could get rid of the fresh food, so I'll take it. Ditch the fresh food. And then our base as well. The local Silver Twilight Lodge is under investigation by the police. The lodge members will gladly contribute their magic to your cause in exchange for your favor. You may gain an agreement condition to gain 1 boon. No, thank you. Then finally, Tommy, who is base. A shady figure offers to sell you a weapon, no questions asked. You speak with him to determine his motives. Test influence. The worst person right now. Oh my gosh. If you fail, the undercover policeman arrests you and you gain a detained. Okay. Alright. That goes away. Saving it for a reason. Please don't be a reckoning. Please. Come on, game. Is everything a stinking reckoning? And reckonings. Monster recovers all health. Reckoning. Add 1 here. This here. Then nope. Discard 1 ally assets. Ah. It doesn't matter. I can't do the test because of that. Pass for the boon. Else. All right, you're gonna have to try to get an ally. Well, allies on here, so we're just gonna have to pull blind off the deck and hope there's one on there. That's what you're gonna have to. All right, so cool. That just screwed up my whole game plan. That just screwed up my whole game plan. Okay, each investigator may discard any number of items or possessions. They lose 1 health for each item possession they have. I'll take the 2 health loss. Getting rid of anything. Get rid of tear gas. And the Necronomicon. Got 2 items. Field ditch. Take 1. Oh, okay, so go first. You are on a city space. Just looking for people. You're gonna take a debt condition. Gain 2 successes. Pull off the top. Gain this card, you may immediately discard 1 condition, then discard this card. Oh, I couldn't have done that anyway. Because I'm detained. Test influence. Yeah, that's hot garbage. Cool. Turns over. You are going to test lore -1, right? Was it -1? Sorry. Did I screw that up? Yep, lore -1 should have been 2. Let's just say I spent the focus. So, you know, funny business. And I succeeded. If another reckoning shows up, we will never beat this game. I gain another ally. That's my first. Then my second. I'll rest. And your turn. You're just going to shop for allies. You're going to buy a ship ticket and move here and then deal with this. If you die, you die. Okay. First. The city is home to an exclusive club for world travelers. You try to convince them that granting you a membership would be prestigious. Will it be a prestigious feather in their cap? Influence -1. Alright. If you pass, the other members will graciously help you with your future travel. Gain 1 ship and train. A mob blames famed occultist Etienne Laurent de Margenet for several strange deaths. You intervene to prevent her arrest. Roll 1 die. Rate everything that is holy that you pass. I pass. If you pass, gain the Etienne Laurent unique asset. Ooh, it's an ally. Yes. You may add 1 success to your test result when resolving an influence test during an acquire action. That's okay. That's 3 allies. I'm good. I'm good. I'm very, very good. 3 allies makes me happy. But we still could lose the game. Your turn. You are here, resolving stuff. So, willpower first off. That's a 2 roll. That's a 3 and a 2. That's a fail. Dead. Nope, you're going to take 1 sanity damage. And it says, if you lose health from this, you're bitten. So that's 1. Then you need to strength -1 to... Alright, so I get to add +1 to die results on strength tests. We're rolling 2, and honestly, we just need 2 successes. Get to add +1 to both dice results.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Next one. Oh my gosh. All right, that's a success. And then we rolled 2 dice. Oh my word. What the hell? That's a 4 + 1, that's a 5, that's 2 successes. So we kill 1. And then the next one we have to deal with. Oh my gosh. 2 successes are okay. And finally 4 or 5, that's double success, so we kill another one. That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, what do we got? Is it a reckoning? So we got a gate that goes here to blue. There is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Game over. We just lost. Are you kidding me? We had everything we needed. You know what? Let's play this through. Let's play this through. No, 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 no. Oh, monsters spawn on these gates. Oh my gosh. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. Cool. 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 I get another curse condition because that's what I wanted. I wanted another curse condition. That made me feel alive. Okay. Third one. 1, 2, 3. Down. I'm just gonna see if I could even remotely beat the second one. All right, so that was that. Then to clues. Then each investigator with at least 1 ally asset loses 3 health and discards 1 ally. So 3 health, 1, 2, 3, and then you're gonna try to screw me over. So let's discard that. There's still 2. You can't screw me over still, game. So then we're gonna try this and see if I can complete this. All right, so test willpower -1, so it's just 2 dice. Success. Break the crown. If it passed, spend 3 clues and 2 allies to resolve this. And what was gonna be the third? When this enters play, spawn the winged serpent epic monster on Tokyo at the end of Mythos phase if it's defeated. Oh, and we would have killed it. We would have killed this in one. Oh, it hurts.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Why is this game so mean? Anyway, we lost. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Hey, Ryan. Hey, Jason. Yep. So that would have come. Oh, we so would have beaten this winged serpent epic monster. Let me see what it looks like. Wings serpent. All right, you little bastard. Here you are. And you got 6 health. I'm just doing what ifs at this point. All right, so then, and it would have been on Tokyo. Okay, so we would have bought a ship ticket. And then we would have both fought this monster. So let's say Rita's first. I'm just curious. Rita's first, so it would be sanity. Yeah, that stops the same. Okay, so sanity -1 would have been 2. That's 2 successes, so we don't take any damage. And then -2 on strength. You may reroll 1 strength die +5 during a combat encounter. Heck yeah. So we would have had 9. 5, 8, 9. We'd roll 9 dice -2 against this guy, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage on him. So he would have taken 5. He'd have taken 5 damage of the 6 that he would be needed to get killed. Then she would take on the cultist. Sanity check. Rolling 3. I'm just seeing if we could have beat this game. Yep, we cleared sanity. Then strength -1, so it would just be 3. 2 successes. which would have been enough to kill the cultist. Then she would have faced off against this thing for 2, -1. 1 success. That had taken 1 sanity. Then 1, so 3. 1 success. That's so 1 success. I'd have taken 1 damage. You would have taken 1 damage. Finally, when you defeat the or lose 1. That. So this will be 3. So that's yep, block that, and then strength -1, which would have been 3, which would have killed this. Lose 1 sanity. Get rid of this nonsense. And then that would have been that, since there's a monster still left. Then it would have been Tommy's turn. Tommy would have attacked, doing +5, and like, oh, he's got to do sanity first. Got to do sanity first. So -1, so he's rolling 2 dice. 1, so he'd have taken 1. He's still alive, and then he's gonna attack for 5, 8, -2, 6, 2, 4, 6, and all he needs is 1 success. Yeah, 2. He blocked the 2. We killed the creature, and we would have won the game. So we would have killed the creature, the epic creature, and then he had to take on this thing, which was -1, so he's just rolling 2 dice. 1, he would have died from sanity damage. Flip. Here. Here. And blue. Blue, I said. Blue, damn it. He would have died from sanity damage. And that would have been his turn. Then Bob's turn. Bob is here. He take on. Oh my gosh! If she lives, we win. So he would have taken on. And let's pull this down to 2 since. Okay, so he would have taken on the cultist. It would be. Just rolling 2 dice. Yeah, 2 successes. He's okay. Then -1 for the fight. That's 3. He's gonna do the +4, so 7. And he gets that +1 to all the dice. So 1, 2, partial, 3. So he would have blocked that, killed this guy. Then he would solve this. Flying over the area, he needs to test strength, which is 3. I'm just seeing if I can make it to the end of the round. Fail. You fall through the ice into a stone chamber, lose 1 health, and gain a back injury. He dies. He dies. He dies trying to close the port, trying to do the expedition. All right, as a back injury condition, he dies. This goes down to 1 player, and then that would end that. We draw. Gate check, which would have ended the game. Gate spawn. Wrap. And it's a blue one. Crap. Here we go. When this monster spawn, move it to Antarctica. Oh, wait, that's an epic. Sorry. Okay. Then clues. Then each investigator with at least 1 task asset loses 3 sanity and discards 1 task asset. I have 1, 3 sanity. I die. I die of sanity damage. And we would have lost the game. 3 times to win and 3 times to lose. And she dies of sanity damage. This is incredible. Wait. Don't I have something that stops that? Yes, I do. I can prevent 2 of that loss. So, test willpower. Test willpower, 3 dice. I just need to succeed. All right. I would have only lost prevent 2 of that, so I'd have been there. So actually, I wouldn't have died. I'd have been okay. And then at the end of that, the creature would have been destroyed and we would have. Oh! Oh my gosh. My gosh.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
That answer. Oh boy. All right. Would I recommend this game, Jason? Yes, of course I would. Oh yeah. So this game actually is my number 2 on my top list. This is number 2. It is a lot of fun. It's just hard, but it's a lot of fun. And if you could win, it would be. I think this game is fun. I think so. Here's my thoughts on it. A lot of people call this game crap or say that it's bad or say that it's not good. I don't think that's fair. Now think about it this way. This game came out a decade ago. If you try to compare this game to anything released in the past 3 years, you're doing this game a disservice, right? That's like saying, think of a game that came out 10 years ago. I literally got on just in time to see you flip the table. Hey, Cybermage. Think about that for a second. If you can look at, you can't compare it to any game that's come out today because there's been so much different stuff and upgrades and new mechanics or different ways to do mechanics that have come out since this game came out a decade ago. Right? But you hear people say things like this game is crap, it's trash, it's not good, because they're comparing it to games that are out now, right? Compared to a game from a decade ago. If you're gonna say that. If you're gonna say this game is trash, which is a crappy thing to say, compare it to a game from a decade ago. It's better than any game that you could come up with, right? So I think that's nonsense. Right, and I don't think that that's fair. If they create an Eldritch Horror 2nd edition, and they use all the things that they've learned, Fantasy Flight uses all the things that they've learned from LCGs, from Arkham Horror 3rd edition, from Mansions of Madness, from all these different games, from even Marvel Champions. If they take all that accumulated knowledge and they make an Eldritch Horror 2nd edition, I guarantee you will like this game more. It's going to be just as hard, but it will have the upgraded feel, the upgraded mechanics, the upgraded rules of things that come on. I think that's the thing that bugs me from people knocking this game. It's like you're comparing stuff that was created 10 years ago to stuff that's created now. It's like saying holding this up next to, I don't know, holding this up against, what's another sandboxy game? Against Hexplore, or holding this game up against, I'm looking over just to see what other sandboxy games I have. Any other sandbox game that's come out recently, then it's not fair, right? So, and when people say it's not fair, people, oh, you're whining. No, I'm not. I'm being realistic. But think about this. All I did to upgrade this game to fix an antiquated dice mechanic was I said 4s were partial successes. That's it. And the game it opened back up, right? With the same rules that it has before. Other people homebrewed this game to say, instead of getting 2 actions, I'll give you 3 actions, which is what they would probably do in an Eldritch Horror second edition. So I would give you 3 actions. Okay, cool. I have 3 actions and I could do more stuff. So do I would probably say if you're going to get this game, I would recommend, personal feelings, Jason. Personally believe Eldritch far surpasses Age 3rd edition. Eldritch tells of a massive global threat where Age does bring it on a more tight personal story. Yeah. I'm a huge Arkham fan, own all the LCG Age, just trying to decide if I want to go backwards. You're right, though. Need to look at that, at it in a bubble. Yes, agreed. And so if you run across somebody who is playing a game that is up to date, or they're just playing new stuff, new games, and then they're like, Eldritch Horror is garbage, just ignore them, right? Say, do your research. Say, if you can grab Forsaken Lore and the core game, and I say that because Fantasy Flight's paradigm was, we need to buy them for them to buy more content to flesh out the whole game. That has been their build out mechanic for years. This is nothing new. So if it's, once again, this whole thing of, why do I have to buy an expansion for your game to feel more complete and solid? Because that was their marketing platform and mechanic 10 frickin' years ago. So with that, you get Forsaken Lore, and you buy the core game. And with that, you can play this game as it should be, right? They did it with 3rd edition too, and the Dead of Night expansion. Yeah, that's their thing. I mean, look at Marvel Champions. Look at Arkham Horror. Look at all the titles that Fantasy Flight has put out. That's their marketing. That's what they do. So if you don't like that if you don't like that paradigm, don't buy anything Fantasy Flight Games. There you go, game. It's all done. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like people who knock this game because it's not like the latest game that's out there, or that they've been playing mechanics like Too Many Bones or any of the other newer style games that isn't a decade old, and they fuss and say that it's not good or it's trash, is I think that's short-sighted. Not a problem with me. I'm more worried about the opposite. Once I like a game, I want it all, and then it can become unwieldy. Well, luckily for this one, there is an endpoint. This isn't an LCG, Jason. There is a cap. So once you get that, you have it all. And this one does have that. It has stopped making new expansions. There's no new stuff. So once you get everything, you got it, and everything is readily available. Yeah. This is one of the things to keep in mind in Cybermage. You're absolutely right. It just doesn't get enough time at the table because of the length of it. And what I did to shorten the length, once again, these are the things that a decade old, and I'm going to keep saying decade old game, because I don't know what it is when people get into this mindset of, oh, well, I've played Nemesis, I've played Hexplorit, I've played ISS Vanguard, I've played I've played Arceus, I've played all these Frostpunk, I've played all these other games. I've played all these games that came out in the past 3 years, and this game is just not good. Well, it didn't come out 3 years ago. And so I'll probably take a page out of your book and play it more in TTS before I delve into it. I think you should. I agree with that, Jason. Do your research on it to see if it'll work. But just when someone tells you a game sucks, always take it with a grain of salt. Go research it and say, hey, is this game, research it, find a TTS mod if TTS is on there, if you like Tabletop Simulator, or Tabletopia, or wherever you play. If you like that, if you're okay with seeing that, go play it, try it out. If it's good, then you can add it to your collection. If it doesn't strike your fancy, then you can say it's not good. Yeah, then you can say like, okay, well, I don't like this game. It's not for me. Not it's trash, not it's garbage, not it's you know, it's a horrible, no good, very bad game. It's not for me. Because another thing we got to think in, and I who taught who like, as I listen to this community and I watch different content creators make content, the one thing I listen to is how they talk about games. If you say a game is trash, I take your opinion with a grain of salt, because somebody, if hmm, someone spent time making that. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. It's not for me because A, B, C, D, cool, right? That's why it's not for you. Somebody else might like that game, but if they hear you saying it's trash, they probably are going to skip over it and then miss out on something that they can enjoy. So it's you know, I can say I can and have told you about games that I've played and why it didn't sync for me, and those whys came with reasons, and every reason came to it wasn't for me, right? So then I went and got some, and so then I went and I you know, I knew, and even some of my Patreons. So, the perfect game. I'll talk about the perfect game that wasn't for me. Many Bones. It's not for me. It has, I found ways to cheat killing monsters very easily. I found that, just kind of the scripted movement of monsters in terms of, well, I could just fight them constantly and they would never get to me and wipe me out. So I've eliminated the strategy, took away a lot of the joy for me. So there are my rationales for the reasons why it wasn't for me. However, my Patreons, I've got people in my Patreons that love Too Many Bones. They swear by it. They say that they love it. And that is perfectly acceptable because I told them it wasn't for me. I didn't say it was trash. I didn't say it was garbage. I didn't say it was a terrible created game and, you know, whatever visceral word I can use to do that stuff. So I think that's the thing. Like, if you don't like it, just say it ain't for you, right? And say why. And if someone gets curious enough and say, well, what happened? Why didn't you like it? And if your answer is, oh, it's just a crap game, I didn't like it, it was blah, 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 then their opinion means like this much, right? But if they say, here are the reasons why I didn't like it, A, B, C, D, E, and then you say, okay, well, some of those reasons are things that turn me off on games, but not everything. Let me go try it. Okay, I've tried it, I've done some research, I like it. Okay, cool. And then we can have our different opinions and we can play the different games that we enjoy, and we don't all have to like the same game. I just I think the thing that irks me is when people say like a game is like they talk about the game like they made it. Oh, the only person that I feel that can say a game is horrible or trash or whatever is the person who designed it. They can say that all day long because they made it. But if you're not in the arena getting your butt kicked, then I am not interested in your opinion, as Brene Brown said. I enjoy this game, but it's punishing like Nemesis. It's also subjective. Exactly. This game is a table hog, so I skipped all the big box expansions. After reading others' reviews, I picked up 3 of the small box expansions: Forsaken Lore, Strange Remnants, and Cities in Ruin. And that's all you need, Blue. That's all you need. I also bought card deck holders to accommodate the 2 bajillion decks. That's incredible. That's a smart way to do it. Those are good expansions, but you avoided all the sideboard expansions, which is fine. I mean, they don't have to. Less table space, yeah. And I have space for this. Yep. Less table space, exactly. Like be aware of your situations, and if you can't have that table space, don't even worry about it. But yeah, you've got tons of content. You've got tons of ancient ones to play through, and it's great. Anyway, I know that was a long rant about that stuff. I become defensive of board games when I hear somebody knock it, and when I ask them why, they don't have a reason, right? Or their reason it's just more ugh, right? Why don't you like that game? Ugh. What? What is that? Anyway, whatever. Information broker. Nah, I appreciate the passion. Yeah, no, it's just more. It's just more. If you hear somebody knock a game, get curious. If you care to, get curious and say, well, why? What makes you not like this game? For me, I don't like games with a stealth mechanic. Does that mean that Assassin's Creed's a garbage game? No. It just means I won't play it because it's a stealth mechanic, and stealth mechanics I have by and large found don't work for my enjoyment because I'm a bad dice roller. Good game. It's okay to lose. It's the journey along the way. Agreed. This game is number 2 on my top. I'm at 97 games I've ranked. 97 games. This game is it actually made number 2 on my list as I was sorting it through. So I enjoy this game. I think it's fun. I love the Lovecraft theme. The world jaunt is fantastic. With some homebrewing, which is not bad, which is not horrible, which is, if you are a person who has to play games rules as written, and there will be no enjoyment if there is not played as rules as written, because that is trash. They should have put it in the game. If it's not in the game, we will never play it, and it shouldn't be. Don't just lighten up, Francis. Lighten up. All right. Let everybody enjoy the game the way that they want to. Let everybody play the games the way that they want to. And as long as you who are playing the game is having a good time, you're smiling, you're laughing, you're having a grand time with you and your friends, or you by yourself. I'm a solo gamer, so you by yourself, having a good time. Oh, of course, I'm never alone because I have y'all, but that you're having a good time playing the game. To hell with people who are the rules as written lawyers, right? Why spend that energy? Why spend that energy? Why spend that energy getting so worked up because someone who made a game a decade ago didn't foresee that you prefer rules from games that have been released in the past 3 years? Damn them, right? Any Arkham game is all about the journey. Likely you will die horribly. That's fair. So the people who are rules as written, hardcore, stab them in the face, just tell them lighten up, man. Life is too short. Life is too short. Homebrew the damn game and play it the way that you'd like, that will make it fun for you, that will make you smile at the table. That's the facts, Jack. That will make you smile at the table, that will make you and your friends or you by yourself have a good time and have that escape from all the garbage that's going out in the real world. Play it your way. It's your game. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks and just have a good time. Rant done. I don't know. I don't know. I think that anyway, that'll get me going on a different rant. I watched a content creator say life is too short, so say what you want to say. Speaking from me, don't. No. Do you understand how much horrible things would be said to me or other people if people said, say what you want to say, life's too short? No, that comes with emotion. That saying should be followed by, as long as you have the emotional intelligence to say the things that things need to be said. You don't get carte blanche on being a jerk. Anyway, I'm done. I just felt I was in my feels for a little bit, and I'm gonna end it there. So, all right. So anyway, cool. What's coming up? Tomorrow is going to be Marvel Champions. I was supposed to be going to Raleigh to hang out with Steve and Kim, but I'm still feeling a little under the weather, as you can hear by my voice, so I don't want to pass that on to them or their son. So I'll be doing Marvel Champions tomorrow. That's the Canje Learns segment. Then Saturday, I've actually got an interesting game that I'd like to bring to the table for the month of horror. And then Sunday is Arkham Horror LCG with Kate and Cynthia. And we're going to keep this month of horror going. We're going to have a good time. And we're just going to play some games. We're going to have a good time. We're going to love each other. And we're going to, you know. So with that, I'll say I love y'all. I really do. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And I will see y'all later. Bye, everybody.